Just 2 months into the season, and both Gillingham and Millwall have caretaker managers in place. Ronnie Jepson was out of Gillingham just 9 days into September, and last week's 5-0 hammering at Swindon signalled the end for his former assistant, Mick Doherty. Millwall sacked Willie Donachie with the club bottom of League One, so it was down to centre-back Richard Shaw for the Lions and Ife Anura for the Gills in Saturday's Battle of the Caretakers.
Shows he's probably got a day of it and I've had a week of it, so it'll be interesting, like you say, throwing all the elements of a local derby as well, early kick-off as well, so the elements are there for quite an eventful game.
With his team talk over, Shaw ran out in a Millwall team, going in search of their first away win of the season. But the Lions player-manager soon found his side behind. The former Coventry stalwart was beaten in the air by Delroy Facey, and Chris Dixon crowned a first league start with a first league goal. Fresh from a midweek hat-trick, the on-loan striker almost made it 2 shortly after half-time. Millwall took advantage of that let-off to pile on the pressure, and on 62 minutes they were level. Gary Alexander with a flick over Simon Royce. Alan Dunn with a decisive touch. And with just 5 minutes remaining, Dunn could have won it for the visitors. The veteran midfielder again beating Royce, but this time denied by the post. So both sides forced to settle for a draw as the search for a permanent manager continues.
You know it hasn't been ideal, but you just get on with it. I've got on with it, you know, doing it on my own pretty much for the last week or so. So I expect the same from them, and to be fair, they've knuckled down. But I'm sure, you know, like everyone, they'll want some kind of resolution soon.
I now know the person that we would like to make our manager, and I'm in the process of trying to make that happen. It's a complicated process, but I'm quite advanced and pushing as hard as I can, and trying to make it a deal. And hopefully by next week we'll have the manager.